I think Pakistan had two huge chances to win this game, and if Pakistan would have just played normal cricket in those situations, I think they would have come out on top in this game, honestly, because uh, as I said, after the 10 overs, when you find yourself around 100 runs, 90s odd runs, they were at that point or the 10 over mark without losing a wicket, or probably it was one down. At that point of time, even if you would have played a normal cricket, you would have taken 7 to 8 runs from each over and batted all your balls, you would have easily got around 175 to 180, which was again a very, very difficult total to chase down. But they threw away that opportunity. It wasn't, I know, as you rightly said, Kuldeep had a dream of a spell taking those 4 wickets, and Varun too pitched in,
Yes.
Aksar pitched in. So it was a good bowling performance from India.
Lost his nerve in the end, did Michael Holding. And Lord Carr, chairman of the credentials.
They're running. It's got to be a direct hit. Getting back for two. That is the end of the match. Won the NatWest Series.
Warriors. It would have been fantastic if it would have been 100.
In the air, Srishant takes it! India win! Dhoni finishes off in style. A magnificent strike into the crowd. Here we go, last ball to the outside, it's running through, it could be run out!
Wide, Muller gets it, and he gets plenty of it, does he? No! What a catch! Oh my God!
It's in the air, it's India who win the T20 World Cup after 17 years.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. And here we are again with Cricket Castaway. My name is Divyansh, and here with me is Nishant. So we are back after a break, but we will cover all of the events that happened in the past 10 days or so, starting with the Asia Cup and then moving on to the India West Indies Test Cricket Series that has started today as we are recording, and then to the much awaited and much hyped up Australia tour of India, where we will get to see the stalwarts back, which is Rohit and Virat back on the field in the one day jerseys. So I think this month will be filled of excitement, and probably it might bring some unexpected news of retirements as well, but we'll see as it comes. But yeah, this is all that we are going to cover in our today's episode of Cricket Castaway. So Nishant, let's start with the Asia Cup. What do you think? All that drama, along with the exciting finish that we had. What do you make of all that?
I think the match was really, really amazing, but the drama that has continued and we still haven't had the trophy, it's something else. So I think looking at the hindsight, whatever has happened on the field in the 3 matches that we've played against Pakistan, probably it was a wrong call to actually participate in this tournament, because there was a lot happening apart from cricket. But specifically talking about the last match, I think the last match was really, really nail biting. And we made it that ways for ourselves, because the total wasn't really that much. Pakistan things, went on to the self-destruct mode, and lost all of those 9 wickets in 30 odd runs. So I mean, we did have a very easy game in our hands, but the way that we started the match meant that Tilak Verma had to do his heroics to uh, pull us out and make us victorious in this game. Yeah.
Definitely talking about the gameplay first. I think yes, Pakistan did self-destruct, and we should have chased this more comfortably than we did. I think probably 16 or 17 overs were good enough to chase this, but it came down to the last over, and when we won it, we just left with 2 balls to spare in the entire quota of 20 overs. So I think it came much closer than the comfort of Indian team, and I think in a way it tested the middle order resilience and the potential that they have, and they were not tested throughout the tournament because of the heroics of Abhishek Sharma, Shubman Gill. So I think it was fitting in a way that we get to test our younger middle order strength as well. But I think we could have taken it more easy. But that's in hindsight, and the attacking approach that we have taken right now in T20s, I think it comes with its pros and cons, and we will have good days and bad days. What matters is on a bad day, do we have what it takes, especially from the middle over, to take the team out of these testing waters. So I think, yeah, overall it was a good match and worthy of a final that we were all looking forward to.
Yeah, I thought we didn't really give the Pakistan openers that many chances of taking their wicket. It was just that I thought in this match Sahibzada Farhan and Fakhar Zaman batted actually really well
Yes.
for their opening stance. And at one point of time, when the 10 overs had gone, it looked like Pakistan were well on their way to score around 180 to 190 runs. In hindsight, obviously we won the match, but while we were looking at it live, there were, I would say, some jitters. And because if they would have gone on to score that big total of 180 to 190, it would have been kind of probably an impossible match for us to take out from there, considering the pitch and the conditions that Dubai offers. So I would say kudos to that second spell of Kuldeep and Varun. The way that they brought us back into this game was commendable. I mean, nobody would have thought even a self-destructing Pakistan would lose 9 wickets in a matter of 30 odd runs. So I think our spinners came on really well when we actually needed them the
Definitely.
most.
And the way Kuldeep redeemed himself after the bashing he got in the first 2 overs, I think that's quite commendable. Like in last 2 overs, he just gave away 5 runs and took 4 wickets. That's really one of a kind of a stat that someone can hope to achieve in a T20 match, especially in such a high stakes match when you are under pressure, you are under the pump by both the openers, and they took him to cleaners in his initial 2 overs. I think he gave away 28, 29 runs. So I think that's
Yeah.
that's really commendable job from Kuldeep Yadav. And I think somewhere down the line, Surya did know that if we get these openers out, there is not that kind of depth in the Pakistani batting order, as we all saw. Like they were just blindly trying to attempt the same thing that Sahibzada Farhan was doing, but there was no timing, no thought behind those shots, and they were just giving the skiers to Sanju Samson and the bowlers and other fielders, close-in fielders. So I think, yeah, we kind of benefited from that, and that belief that Surya had in his bowlers also turned out to be pretty great. So
I think Pakistan had two huge chances to win this game, and if Pakistan would have just played normal cricket in those situations, I think they would have come out on top in this game, honestly, because uh, as I said, after the 10 overs, when you find yourself around 100 runs, 90s odd runs, they were at that point or the 10 over mark without losing a wicket, or probably it was one down. At that point of time, even if you would have played a normal cricket, you would have taken 7 to 8 runs from each over and batted all your balls, you would have easily got around 175 to 180, which was again a very, very difficult total to chase down. But that they threw away that opportunity. It wasn't, I know, as you rightly said, Kuldeep had a dream of a spell taking those 4 wickets, and Varun too pitched in, Aksar pitched in. So it was a good bowling performance from India. But if Pakistan had just shown a bit of calm, I think even after this good bowling performance, they could have got to around 160, 165. which was again a very difficult target. And then they again threw the match away when we lost those early wickets in the power plays. So there were two big chances for Pakistan to win this game, but they didn't capitalize on it. And India finally woke up with Tilak Varma showing his class. I thought Abhishek couldn't really perform in all the matches that he plays. Ultimately, it's a T20 game, and the kind of batting that he does, it's okay for him to get out every now and then early. But yeah, I have real concerns for Surya Kumar Yadav's
Yes.
international form, because he hasn't been performing for quite some time now. He performs in the IPL and he performs really well, but in the international cricket we haven't really seen big runs from him in a
Yeah,
long
I
time.
think when we have observed in the last year or so, whenever he gets to bat on a wicket which where the ball does not really come to the bat, that does not have that much of a pace in it, I think he struggles there. And also, I think the captaincy also takes a toll on him. I think in Mumbai, when he is not the captain, he plays with a free mind, with a nothing to lose attitude, and that shows in his performance. Like last IPL, he scored 700 runs. Who could have thought that the same player would go to Dubai and would not be able to score even a single 50? So that's really a major, huge difference in the IPL performance and the international T20 performance. So that is really concerning, especially since we have the T20 World Cup coming up in February next year. So there is not much time to get back on track. It's just like 3-4 months we have in between. So I think Surya really has to get his mindset right, and maybe cast away the burden of captaincy, just like Shubman did in the England tour, and just maybe take a resolve that I would be the best batsman in this series. Captaincy is another set of problem, and that will be dealt separately. So maybe that can help him improve his game, because he has potential. He has all array of shots that we all know, but I think he's not able to convert it
Yeah.
this time. So yeah, that is the issue. And one thing, I
Yeah,
think,
I,
yeah, we were 20 for 3, but we came back pretty solid from that. But I think one more golden chance Mohammad Haris had when there was a run out chance for Tilak Varma and he was nowhere in the frame. He could not just dislodge the bails. I think I don't believe that a wicketkeeper can do this kind of a blunder at an international level, and
yeah,
nobody would expect this from any team except Pakistan. So that was also one of the major talking points.
yeah. I mean, Pakistan players, I don't know how, but they have some beautiful moments in them, man. And this was just, I would say, a brain fart because obviously, like, the wicket is right next to you. All you need to do is touch the
Yeah.
wicket with your hand, and he didn't do that. It was surreal to watch it because the game
Yes.
was then
Yes.
gone, as you rightly said. The game was gone. But there was Rinku to come, so we can't really say that the game was 100% gone, but it would have been very difficult if Tilak Varma would have gotten out in that situation, because Tilak had built his innings. He was reading the pitch really well. This was the only chance that he gave throughout his innings. So I mean, we had a narrow escape there. But if it was a statement series by Abhishek, I thought this was the announcement of Shivam Dube as well in the international T20 team. The way that he bowled those first two overs, who we were just talking about in the previous episode, that without Hardik, this is not possible because we will never give a Shivam Dube a chance to open the bowling. But because the pitch was such, it was a bit slow, bit low. They took a punt on Shivam Dube, and he really performed well in that power play with his bowling.
And I was also surprised by the pace he was generating. Like he, in the first over, he consistently bowled uh, upwards of 130, and except for the slower balls, which were meant to be that slow. But I think the way he has improved his bowling, the pace and the line and length. We know he does not get he's not a big mover of the ball. He would not get much movement off the pitch or anywhere. But I think the line and lengths he stuck to with that decent pace, I think that was really commendable. Stepping up into the shoes of Hardik Pandya is no mean deal because he's the best all-rounder that we have got in like maybe a past decade, the pace bowling all-rounder if we talk about. So I think, yeah, that was a really good step up from Shivam Dubey. So kudos to him.
And also that partnership that he staged
Tilak.
with Tilak Varma after Sanju had gotten out, because I was really disheartened when Sanju got out, because he's such an experienced player and he's so good when he plays for Rajasthan. I had expected half that he would also take the responsibility upon himself to see through the game, just like Tilak was doing, but that was a nothing shot which Samson played, and he then got caught deep. So after that, there was some nerves. There must have been some nerves in the dressing room, because Team India could not in any situation afford to lose this game after you have decided to play this tournament, because that then the players probably wouldn't have been even allowed to enter the country. So the pressure was actually immense, and in that situation, Shivam Dubey came, and in the previous match he didn't get any runs, so he would have been under tremendous amount of pressure. But he scored at a brisk pace and very ably supported
Yes,
Tilak in that run
absolutely.
chase.
The way he released the pressure by hitting those huge sixes, I think that also took off a lot of pressure from Tilak Verma, and he could play his natural game, and he didn't need to accelerate unnecessarily, and he just got into his own rhythm, and he left the uh, hitting part to Shivam Dubey. So I think that was a really balanced approach they took, and in fact in their partnership Shivam Dubey was the aggressor chasing down this total. So I think, yeah, that a really well played part by Shivam Dubey, and even when he got out, I think uh, then Tilak switched gears and uh, took India to the winning total. So I think, yeah, all in all, a really great game for Indian team, and it would generate a lot of trust in the young guns that are coming up from the IPL, and India will believe that the future is in good hands. So overall, a great win.
About the man Tilak Verma's innings, because he actually won this game for us, and for me that inning was actually kind of Virat Kohli-esque in that sense.
Back MCG 2022 memories to me, because way he was taking the game deep, I think he was following the lines of Virat Kohli there. And as Rohit Sharma has repeatedly said as a captain of Mumbai Indians in past years, that this guy, and I think he also talked about Nehal Vadera, although he has not yet converted that promise into much larger performance, that these two guys will go the distance and they have everything that it takes to perform at the international platforms. So I think, yeah, he's just converting the trust of his OG captain into performances now, and he will emerge as a bigger match winner in the coming years.
Yeah, I mean, that was a brilliant knock, and probably Tilak Verma's most important international knock till date. He has done some wonderful things for Mumbai Indians over the past years, but even the 100 that he scored in international cricket was a good one. But I think this was the most important inning of him till now, and this bodes well for us, for me in the future, because. The kind of form that he was showing in IPL, he was very inconsistent. Even in this series, he had a few runs, but just like Shubman Gill, he was a bit inconsistent. But this inning, I think, cemented his spot there at number four, number five. I think the temperament that he showed was very good.
He proved that he is a big match player, and also redeemed himself from the scratchy performances in the past 10 odd games that we all were discussing about, that he's not coming into his own. But come the big day, the man showed that he has got class, and he can take those big shoes of Virat Kohli on whenever required. So yeah, great signs for India.
What do you think of this trophy fiasco, man? Like, it's crazy
I
what's
don't
going
know.
on here.
Maybe first it was Salman Aga who didn't come out. All of the presenters and the Indian team, entire Indian team, were waiting for the match presentation ceremony. It took around 30 minutes for him to come out, and I think it took a call from Mohsin Naqvi to the dressing room to send the message that you should come out. Then he came out with a very negative attitude, and he threw away his check. So I think they can't blame us for not taking the trophy when their own team is behaving like that. If he is going into press conferences and saying you have disrespected the game, so you are no better, buddy. So you have no right to talk about
Yeah.
sportsman spirit or respect of the game. So I think it was just a plain stupid thing. What do you have to say about it?
So I thought it was fine. Like, it was all
Yes.
politics after all. So at the start of the tournament, Surya Kumar Yadav was seen shaking hands with Mohsin Naqvi, but then due to the social media backlash that happened after that, they decided not to shake
Yes.
hands even in the first game, and then finally they decided not to take the trophy from the hands of Mohsin Naqvi, which is all fine. So like, you won the tournament, it's in the record books now. So if you, for me, if you didn't take the trophy, then it's fine. Like, even if he keeps this trophy and the medals with him and takes them back to
Yeah.
Pakistan, who really cares, right? Because it's just one more trophy in the cabinet of BCCI building, and like, you've already assembled so much there, and hopefully the team looks so good that you will assemble a lot more in these coming years. So I thought even what is going on right now with the BCCI lashing on to PCB and demanding to get the trophy back and all that, I think they could have just left it behind, and this has just stretched far too long. If Pakistan wants to keep a trophy, like, it's the
Yeah,
joke is on
if
them
they
then,
are
right?
trying to drag it out, they are announcing in their own country that Pakistan has won. They are planning rallies with the trophy. I think let them brag it. The world knows. Everyone saw it live. Who won the game? So the joke is on them. Actually, if they are trying to pull off these fiascos, India should not bother much about that. And
Yeah. And any which way, I thought that this was a nothing tournament after all, because the two matches that were exciting in this were both, thankfully, between us, it was India and Sri Lanka, and now India and Pakistan. But apart from that, like, we won this tournament at a canter without playing at least more than 60% of our level. So I thought, yeah, looking at the hindsight, probably it would have been a better choice if we had not really participated in it. I mean, who cares? But yeah, the way it's happening now and the trophy situation, it's just, I think the politics has taken over.
yeah, it should not be hyped up that much. And even some of the media releases say it was a bilateral series guised in the form of a multilateral tournament. It's a three-match bilateral series between India and Pakistan under the guise of a Asia Cup. So yeah, they could have even not chosen to play it, but I think it's all done and dusted now. So yeah,
I think it's a fair comment to make, because if you see, only India and Pakistan played each other three times. No other team played each other three times or even twice for that matter. So I mean, it seemed to be like a way to just squeeze out
yeah.
as much money as possible from these three matches when it wasn't really required. Even if you wanted to play the Asia Cup, probably schedule it in such a way that if the two teams are
Then
good
only
enough
they
to
should
reach the final,
face off.
okay,
Otherwise, you
make
could have
yeah,
easily
right,
put
but
them
otherwise,
into
yeah.
different groups so that they never face off, at least in the initial rounds, and then probably in a Super Four, maybe they could have locked ons, and then in the final. So I think, yeah, that could have been avoided. But
So it was fairly predictable that India would finish the top of their group, and if Pakistan would have finished at the top of their group, they would have only met in the final. So I mean, it could have been planned in a much better way. But I think the sport is such a distraction these days that probably the government also wanted this kind of a situation to happen. So people are just getting distracted, I guess.
That was all about this Asia Cup. Now moving on to so not even a week has gone by, and India is back to their home ground, and in Ahmedabad there is a test match that has started between India versus West Indies, and I think today is day one. So uh, it's it's uh, it's a progression in the next Test Championship cycle, which started from England series, and now India has started playing at the home ground at the Narendra Modi Stadium, Ahmedabad. So it looks like a fairly one-sided affair in this series, Nishant. Even if we do not have stalwarts like Rohit, Kohli, Ashwin, I think this is the. I was reading some stat that it's been last in 2010 that these four were not part of the test setup. It was back in 2010, and for the last 15 years, these have been part of test setup, being any home game. So I think that itself speaks on how much they have contributed to the Indian Test cricket. So it is Ashwin, Jadeja, Rohit, and Virat. So I think, yeah. So it is kind of a transition phase for Indian Test cricket side, but they have enough experience and talent under the leadership of Shubman Gill that they can easily make this work. What do you have to say about that, Nishan?
I think it's good as a experience for the West Indies team. We both know that this series is none of the games are gonna go even till day four, let alone day five. So even when sides like England and Australia have visited our shores, there have been occasions when the day games have been finishing in day three or day four. So it's very unreal to expect this West Indies side, which is very new any which ways, to take the bring the challenge to India. But yeah, I think it's a good exposure for them. It bodes well for Test cricket when you see some different sides playing each other. It'll give some money to the West Indian board. My only issue is, which was my issue with Asia Cup as well, is that you don't need to play Bumrah in these matches. I mean, I'm seeing right now in this game, Bumrah has taken one wicket but has already bowled 9 overs. You could have easily rested Bumrah in this game and probably in this entire test series, because you would need Bumrah in the coming white ball series in Australia. That is the important series where you need Bumrah. So I thought Bumrah shouldn't have played in Asia Cup, and I definitely shouldn't have played in this test series. But he's playing and he's bowling as we speak.
You talk about workload management. I think this is a really wrong decision to play Bumrah in this Test series. I think easily an Akashdeep could have replaced Bumrah, and he really bowls well in home conditions. He has those kind of deliveries, and we have seen last year in the home series against England when Bumrah got injured, how well Akashdeep bowled. So I think it could have been easily avoided, and it could have given Bumrah a much needed break. And also, he's switching formats. From T20, he's coming to Test. Now he will go and bowl in ODI and then again T20. So he could have stayed in the limited over format zone only and could have worked out on his own. Like whatever he felt like did not go right in Asia Cup, he could have worked on it in his own time. There was no need to simply play him. I think Siraj is fresh because he got entire month off. So I think Siraj and Akashdeep could have really done the job, and he's doing it. We see how Siraj has already taken 4 wickets, and West Indies is 134 for 6 as we speak. So it did not require Bumrah to be part of this test series because it's anyways a nothing series.
Are you giving them chance anyway? I mean, it's not just about Akashdeep. You have Prasidh there. You have Harshit Rana there. You have Arshdeep there, who didn't really get a chance even in the Asia Cup. Not a chance in the series against England. These are the kind of series where you should give these guys a go and let your main bowler rest a bit. I mean, he didn't play that final game in Australia simply because we were told that it was a career ending kind of a situation that he was facing with his back, and that he just couldn't take the load. Then you don't even play him for all the games in England because of the same reason, that his body just can't take this much load right now. And then immediately after the England series, you rest Siraj, who is fitter right now than Bumrah, but you play Bumrah in that Asia Cup. Now you've gotten a chance to rest him and you're playing him again, which I just can't get this.
That this decision of playing Bumrah doesn't make sense. Even Shubman Gill is a captain, and I think he's a vice captain also uh, in T20 cricket. So he should also put across his point that yes, we need Bumrah in critical, crucial tournaments. So let's look at T20 World Cup next year and 2027 ODI World Cup and manage the workload based on that. We can play him in bigger test matches against Australia, New Zealand, England. But in a home game where, anyways, spinners rule the game, we have three of them. Washington Sundar is there, Kuldeep is there, Jadeja is there. So why do we need a premium fast bowler like Jasprit Bumrah? I think Arshdeep or Akashdeep, anybody could have done this job, even Harshit Rana. He gets fair movement from the pitch, and as we saw, there was movement available in the initial first hour of the game.
And these players need game time. Otherwise, when you find yourself in a situation like we did in England, where you don't have Bumrah for that match, or in Australia where you don't have, these players also need to be ready, and that will only happen when they spend time in the middle and not in the nets that much. I mean, these players are just bowling in the nets, and they're not getting a chance to ball in real test matches because you're not willing to rest Bumrah. I mean, it's crazy. But yeah, what do you think of the team selection here? So we have not played Devdutt Padikkal, I thought, which was a right call because you wanted to play Nitish Reddy, and Nitish Reddy has been a part of your setup. So I think that was a right call. The call to play the Washington Sundar instead of Akshar Patel, I also think is the right call, simply because I feel like Akshar and Ravindra Jadeja are two very similar bowlers, and Washington gives you that off spin option. But what are your thoughts on it?
From the team selection point of view, it's almost like it's a good side, and they have picked the best. Unfortunate for Karun Nair, but I think we all predicted this after his dismal performance in the England tour that he may not get another chance, and this might be the end of his international career, and looks like it. And yeah, there was only a toss up between Washington Sundar and Akshar Patel because both can bat. But I think the form that Washington is carrying from the last series, that gives him an upper hand in the team selection, and also as long as Ravindra Jadeja is playing, I think this toss up will remain in every series, and we have to take the decision according to the wicket. Although Akshar has an excellent record in Ahmedabad, but we needed a variety like Kuldeep Yadav, who cannot bat as good as Akshar, but he is the premium spinner right now for Indian side, so he also gets in. And because we wanted to play Nitish Reddy, so there is no place for Akshar right now. But yeah, overall the side looks good. Dhruv Jurel has come in for Rishabh Pant as he is still recovering from that injury. Otherwise, Rishabh Pant would have easily made this side. And rest, all we have, the usual culprits are there. So I think yeah, it's a pretty good side. Only one change we would have wanted, that instead of Jasprit Bumrah, it could have been Akashdeep or Arshdeep or Harshit Rana. So yeah, that's the only change I can see here.
Yeah, even the West Indies side that I was going through, I mean, it's good to see Chandrapal's son there opening the inning. It brought back so much memories. I would have hoped that he also had those black tattoos here when he was playing because his stance look eerily similar like his dad. But I mean, he didn't get many runs. He got out on a duck. So sad for that. But I like to see him apart from that, I mean, all the West Indies batters, apart from Shea, Hope, and Chase, are not that experienced. We are. I think it looks like right now it's 35 overs. They are 135 for six. So probably they won't be playing more than 60 overs. Is what I feel right now. So India will be definitely batting today. Uh, but I really want to see Indian batters bat long hours. I mean, it had been ages since we saw Indian batters grinding it out, scoring big hundreds, and then they did so in England, which was very refreshing. And even right now, the pitch that they have chosen is a green top on a red soil, which is a good indication. That means that we are confident enough, at least against West Indies, to not provide rank turners. So I hope that Shubman Gill and Yashasvi KL they get big hundreds in this one. Yeah.
Yashasvi scoring big and not cramping up because he does not he's not qualified for that. He's very young in his
Correct.
age and he's coming from a big amount of rest period. So I think he should have worked on his body enough that he can play in these conditions and play a long inning without cramping up. So that's
Yeah, I think it's very important, and yeah, you've rightly pointed out because every time we see him scoring 100, he gets crammed up, and in this age, it's very, I would say, unexplainable what happens to him after he has played, let's say, around 150 balls. So yeah, it would be great to see if he can play around 200, 250 balls because if he's playing 200, 250 balls, he's 100% scoring a 150 but without getting cramps, as you rightly said. That's very important because he's a big player for us in the coming test matches, and big summer is ahead of us when it talk about cricket.
definitely, and I would also like to see KL Rahul continue the form. We all know he is a great performer in Sena countries, but I would like to see that performance transpire in home conditions as well. And if he plays well, I think the morale of the whole side goes up and up because he's such an important player for the team right now. He's the most experienced of them in the entire side. So I think if he performs well, it would be great for Indian Test cricket.
Uh, I mean, the when I saw the wicket today and it looked green, the only thought that I had was if they had Shima Alzari Joseph there, it would have been a good match. I mean, it's sad that we don't see him bowl because with that new ball, he would have given Yashasvi and KL Rahul a bit of a concern. So, I mean, West Indies is right now a bit light when it comes to their pace bowling. But yeah, probably it gives our batters a lot of time to bat if they wanna.
Shamar Joseph is injured, otherwise he would have been part of this side. Yeah.
He is injured exactly. So if he wasn't and if he was part of the team, he would have enjoyed bowling here today.
Yeah, so let's see how much fight West Indies puts up in this series and in this match. And then after this series wraps up, we have got the much awaited Australia tour, where we are only going to play T20 and ODIs, and starting with three ODIs, and then I think there are five T20s that we are going to play against Australia. So that is much anticipated because we have T20 World Cup coming up in 2026, and this will be one of the last good international T20s we will play against Australia before before the World Cup, and also in the one day squad we will see Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli coming back to the side. So after such a long break, I think they both retired in Australia tour last, so now they are coming back to. So it's like a full circle coming to Australia, and there would be huge crowds coming in to all these three games because they all want to see Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. And there are few rumors going around that maybe Virat Kohli might announce his retirement at the end of this ODI series. We do not wish for that, but if it happens, it happens, and we will be ready to talk about that. What do you have to say about this, Nishant?
First of all, I would say that yeah, there's big excitement to see Roko after a long time. Rohit Sharma is 100% playing in this series because we keep hearing that he has lost 10,000 grams in the first 3 years. I mean, you don't want to say 10 kgs, you want to make it look bigger, so you're saying 10,000 grams he's lost. So that is funny. Virat Kohli is a concern. I mean, we are not seeing any news whatsoever regarding the confirmation of him playing or not playing in this series. I would want to see him play an ODI series for one last time in Australia before if he is deciding to put down his shoes. I would have probably thought that Rohit would have retired earlier than Virat because Virat is just fitter and ODI is his format. But till the time we don't get some news, I don't want to speculate, but it doesn't look like Virat would be in the one day setup for long. I hope that he is there for 2027 World Cup. But yeah, I mean, a lot depends on them two making because yeah, people are waiting to watch him bat after a long time.
Yeah, I think he's using this series. He may be using this series as to get the feels how he's feeling about playing cricket. Does it still excites him that much? That used to be the case in 2012. Uh, I think he would try to test all those things and how his performance is shaping up. Is he able to play those kind of innings? Uh, Now as well. So yeah, maybe he will just decide during the series like he did uh, for other formats.
Got to see it from the man's perspective as well. Like he has won the One Day World Cup. He has won the Champions Trophy. What was really missing from the cabinet was the IPL trophy, which he has also won now last season. So if he looks at his cabinet and he sees it stacked with trophies, that everything that he could have won, he has won. So probably there could be a case where he's losing a bit of desire in the game, but it's very very unreal for as a fan to see the guy who actually had the most passion for cricket in the world suddenly losing, and we are not seeing any news about him. We don't, I mean, in these kind of a situations, a player like Virat Kohli, even if he's training somewhere alone, you will see some photographs on social media or something, but it's really like he has become like a ghost, and we can't see anything, so there is no news. So probably by the end of the second test match, or probably by the start of the second test match, we are expecting to receive the team news for the Australia ODI series. And it would be very interesting team news because yeah, as fans we would want to see Virat Kohli in that side.
The only clippings I see right now of Virat on social media is just taking the kid stroller out of his car's bonnet, and I think these those are the only clippings that we right now get to see. So he's just living a simple man's life in London. But I would like to see Virat playing at least till the next World Cup. But let's see what happens because I feel it's a case of the fire that burns brighter also lasts shorter. So maybe that is the case that he has given so much to the game that now he does not have enough motivation to go for a couple of years more. So let's see what how he feels like it in the Australia tour, and probably I think and this is for sure that he will be playing this series. He would not want to go away from his favorite format without uh, doing that jersey again. But let's see what happens and what future holds for us.
Yeah, yeah, that's about it. I think this series, also because it's in Australia, It means a lot. Technically, like I'm used to that old time situation where once you play 5 test matches, after that you play the ODI series with the same team. So like in a 4 month period, when you're touring, you
Yes.
get to see test matches and one days played together. So it's a bit different in that sense that you've played the test
Yes.
matches with Australia around or about this time last year, when we had lost the series and we were on our way to Australia. And now, after an year, we are going again back there for a 3 match ODI series. I would have wanted
Yeah.
it to be a 5 match series, honestly. That just gives me a lot more fun. And simply because the ODIs,
Yes.
any which ways, are very less these days on the calendar. So I would have wanted to see it as a 5 match series, but even if it's a 3 match series, it's fine. But the real
Yeah,
news that we
definitely.
are all
We
waiting
all
for
hope
is
the future
Virat Kohli
brings
playing
good
on.
news to us. And with this, we wrap up today's episode of Cricket Castaway, and we will be back with what happened in this Test series against West Indies, and what's the lineup that might have been announced by that for the Australia tour. So we'll come back with all of this. Till then, keep watching us, keep subscribing, and keep interacting us with us in the comment section. Till then, this is Cricket Castaway signing off, and have a great day. Goodbye.